All right, Channel 9, we are back with more live coverage of CodeCamp, of course, celebrating the release of the Kinect for Windows SDK. And we've got our next team of demoers here. Let's get to know them real quick. What's your name and where are you from?
My name is Jen, and I'm from Montreal, McGill University.
Okay.
My name's Andre, and I'm from Simon Fraser University.
Nice.
My name is Perry, and I'm also from Simon Fraser University.
Great. And tell us a little bit about what you've built.
Okay, so we built a constellation searcher. So let's say you're out at night and you see stars, you see the constellation, but you don't know what it's called. So you can go home on your Kinect, you draw it out, and then it'll pull from a database, whichever one we've chosen, and it'll bring up the most similar constellations to what you've drawn.
Beautiful. Now, are you astronomy buffs outside of this?
I am. I work on the Worldwide Telescope. I'm a research intern with Microsoft.
Yeah. Great. Did you see the Worldwide Telescope with Kinect?
Yes.
Demo?
Oh my God, it's fabulous. I'm so
that's
excited.
where you're going next.
Yeah, this is a complimentary. This is a little bit complimentary to that. So.
Perfect. And built in 24 hours. So I'm going to let you get to it. So you're gonna run the demo, and Michelle,
We'll
right? Step aside here and talk us through what's going on. So we're just gonna boot it up.
Yeah, run it and maximize it.
Okay.
Okay.
He just needs to get, okay, so what he's doing right now is he's going to identify which one is his drawing hand. So he's going to bring it into the box and the circle is going to go down. Now this is the training. So what we do, it takes a little bit of time because you have to go very slowly and you have to get the lines properly. But you're going to shape the box with your hands, with the drawing hand that you've chosen.
Okay.
And this is just practice for what you can or have to do when you're drawing your constellation.
Is this to sort of make sure that when you draw your constellation, you have the skills to draw it as accurately as possible?
Yeah, exactly. It's just that it takes time for you to realize that you have to cross a barrier with your hand. So you see he brings his hand back and then he moves forward when he wants to start drawing another line.
Understood.
And then he draws across.
Okay.
And so now that he completed the box, he is now able to draw his constellation.
Computer. Clear.
So you've added voice recognition?
Yes, we do.
Okay.
That was our little add-in.
Just a little voice recognition.
So right now, if anybody actually knows astronomy, he is in fact going to draw the Big Dipper. If we're lucky, it'll come out looking like that. So yeah.
So he pulls back when he wants the line to stop and then forward to start a new line?
Exactly. It's all about depth. So once you cross that plane, the camera, we've created it so the camera recognizes it as when you're starting to draw your lines.
Amazing.
I'm not a very good artist.
I mean, it's clearly the Big Dipper.
Exactly. Obviously.
I see it.
And then what we can also say is...
Oh, hold on. Yeah, go ahead.
So now that I've drawn the Big Dipper, now what I would say is search... computer, search, and then now,
the database.
and
Right.
this is at the point where it would start searching the database, finding the most relevant matches, and then bringing them back once they've done so.
Right, but since this was a 24-hour competition...
Yeah, we did not have the time for the database part. We were like way too burnt.
Getting the interactions enough was
Yeah.
we thought it's the Kinect, it's all about the interaction.
Absolutely.
So focus on that, make sure that we have that down.
We'll wait for CodeCamp Part 2. You'll have the database built. You'll include the Worldwide Telescope.
Absolutely. That's what we're pulling from. We're pulling all the constellations from the Worldwide Telescope. You get the data, and on top of it, you don't just get the name, you get all the information about it.
Right. Awesome. Thanks. Great job, guys. Really good. Thank you. All right, let's bring up our next team from CodeCamp. See if they're still awake. Here we go. Is it just you?
No, I do have a team.
Okay,
They are,
good. What's your name?
As we speak, I'm Adrian.
And your team is?
I'm afraid we don't have a team name. Nick and I, who's just setting up, we're from UBC, and Jarang is from the University of Maryland. She's actually an intern here as well.
Great. And did you guys all just meet here at CodeCamp?
I knew Nick beforehand from the university, but yeah, we just formed this team and
Great.
got started.
So you all got together, you collaborated, and what did your brilliant minds decide to build for us?
So what we've built is a piece of visualization software for mathematics. So there are a number of math objects on the screen, operators and numbers, and you can combine them together and make equations, and it will be graphed dynamically on the screen.
So would you see the use for this in schools or just for fun?
Yeah, definitely. It's has a lot of potential as an education tool, and obviously with a short time span, the UI is a little rough, but
We're
but
forgiving here.
but it
today.
works, and we should be able to get a demo going of it.
Great. Are you guys ready? You up and running? Okay, so who's going to actually do the demo? You up from the demo? Why don't we step out of here, out of frame, so we don't mess with the sensor, and talk us through what she's doing.
Okay, so when you're on screen, so you've got a video image of yourself, and you can reach and interact with the math objects. So we can try and get like a power function in there, say, and we'll drag it into our equation bar. I think we might. That one might not be working right now. Let's give it a shot. Anyway, so you drag an operator
Live
into
TV.
the bar. Yeah, live TV. That's always happens. And then let's get a digit there. Is it? Oh, okay. Well, it's working. It's just a little slow right now.
Okay.
So we'll grab a number. So she's going to grab the number 3 off the side there. Obviously, with some more implementation, we'd add some more complicated features. But so
Gotcha.
now we've got y equals x cubed on there, and you can see the graph at the bottom of the screen has redrawn, and we now have a graph of y equals x cubed.
Very cool.
So, and we can go ahead and we can add another operation to that equation if we want. We could grab, say, a plus or a minus, or we could multiply it by something.
Okay. Very good. I think we lost your image.
Yeah,
Yeah,
our
briefly.
Kinect sensors are having a little trouble with the green screen, but
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's I get the idea. Is that pretty much it?
that's pretty much it. So
All right. Well, great, guys. Thank you very much. And how long out of the 24 hours did you use to complete this? The full 24?
I think we were coding for about 21 hours
Wow.
solid. Yeah.
Go get some rest, people.
Thank
Go
you.
get some rest. Got numbers flying in your brain. Excellent work. I'll let you guys take your equipment, and I think we have one more demo in this segment from CodeCamp. So if we can get the next team to come on up, let's see what you guys have built. Oh, Mr. Solo.
Yeah, I'm by myself.
All right. What's your name? Where are you from?
My name is Evan Lang. I live in Tacoma here, so I just drove up this morning.
Just drove up this morning.
Yep.
Well, yesterday morning, wouldn't it be?
Well, I actually drove. I actually drove back home after coming up here yesterday and getting everything started. So I've been working from there most of the time.
Oh, you're in the comforts of home.
I know. I'm relatively
Little bit
well
of a
rested for all
cheat.
these guys. I know. I cheated.
Play with your dogs. All right. Well, tell me about what you built.
Well, what I made is an application that turns you into a Cylon.
I love it.
So
I
and
love it.
right and then
No, dude.
it you have a it gives you the eye thing
Uh-huh.
and you have a little flashlight. It was going to be a gun, but that only got about halfway there, so it's a flashlight.
Flashlights are cool, man.
mhm.
It's like practically a lightsaber.
Right.
All right.
And I know it doesn't really count. I also took an application that I had, a very small one. It was implemented using the OpenNI originally.
Yeah.
Took about 10 minutes, ported it to the Microsoft Kinect SDK,
Yeah.
and it controls a PowerPoint presentation. You just go back and forth.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, let's take a look. I'm very intrigued. Give you a second to get this set up. Go ahead, Evan. Sit right in front there. And this was all an original idea, correct?
Yep.
All right, Evan.
Yeah, this came to me.
Just came to you.
I know it's a genius.
It is.
Where's this plug in?
Personally, I can't wait to see it. So he's looking for a power source. So did you manage to get some sleep, Evan?
Yeah, more than most of these guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're well rested.
Yeah, 4.5 hours, and I'm a ray of sunshine.
Good to go. All right, go ahead and get it set up. Do what you have to do.
All right. Well, see here.
All right. So then, do you want to stand back here in front of the sensor? Because it's seeing me at the moment.
There you go. You're a silent.
Oh, okay. Here.
Way around. What?
Here.
Wow.
I'll let you hold the mic.
It's
Well,
good.
will it see
Yeah.
both of us? Yay!
It sees both of us, but only you have the eye. Yeah. So what it does really is it takes the depth image that comes back from the Kinect. If you've ever seen the depth image on Kinect hacks or whatever, it's
Yeah.
not the highest quality image. You know, it's the data's there, but it's not ready for like visual presentation. So most of the work for this demo involves taking that depth information and massaging it, tweaking it, getting it ready to display as something, and then turning it into this
Where's my flashlight? How do I get that?
thing. Well, it actually looks like I get the flashlight.
Ah,
Maybe here.
this is great.
Yes.
I feel like I'm all fluidy,
You see the little
like that
blue
mercury stuff you weren't supposed to play with as a child.
light. Yeah, you probably still aren't. But
Okay, excellent. Well, this is really fun. I love it. I could do this all day. But
Yeah, it's just
unfortunately,
silly.
we've got another team.
sure.
So thank you very much for your work. Very good
Then
stuff.
Did you want to see the PowerPoint thing? Because it only takes a sec too.
Sure. If it takes a sec, bring it on up.
Sure.
Do I still get to be a Cylon?
No.
Ah!
I think it might work. I don't know.
No. We'll just go with what you know.
Alrighty.
So show us here. Talk to us again about what's going to happen.
What's going to happen is I'm going to start this application. It's going to ask me to find a PowerPoint presentation. It's going to start it up. And then to control it, I go, where can the camera see me?
Yep, you're right here.
Okay, so when I start it up, I go like this to
Uh-huh.
go to the next slide. And I go like that to go to the previous slide.
All right,
That's
this
it.
is definitely one way to win over any audience. I'm gonna step out of the way so the camera sees you.
The silent thing didn't close right.
Oh, okay. So,
Right. Originally, the little silent thing was supposed to do the speech recognition too,
Yes.
and convert your voice into the computer voice. But I found that the voice recognition is destroying my machine, and it's doing it right now. I thought I had turned it off, but it wasn't running, but it's still doing that. Okay, there it goes.
okay.
Now we're ready.
Well, like Cylon 2.0.
Yeah. So now, it's going to ask me to pick a file. So.
Okay.
All right.
Here you go. I'll let you hold the mic.
Okay. So I picked a presentation, and I can stand here and do whatever I want to do as I'm presenting, be one of those really animated ones. And then when I'm ready to go to the next slide, I go like this. Then off it goes to the next slide.
Look at that.
And I go back to the previous one.
Very
Pretty simple
cool.
stuff.
Very cool.
And it's absolutely amazing.
It is absolutely amazing, and I guarantee it will astonish and amaze anyone in any presentation audience. Well, thank you very much, Evan. We got one more in this group from CodeCamp, another team of developers up for hours and hours. Let's bring in the next team. I particularly like the "This is amazing" slide, Evan, in your presentation, with the bunny eating corn. Okay. Hello. Come over here.
Hi, Laura.
How's it going?
Great. I'm Seth.
Seth, what are your teammates' names?
This is Mark Miller.
Okay.
And Juliet Bernstein. Bernstein. I think she's related to the Bears.
It's the Bernstein.
You're getting embarrassed.
Distant cousins.
People are
Distant
watching.
cousins. No. They're
Oh,
totally.
okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I got you.
Okay, got it.
And what have you guys built?
Well, we're going to get it started here. I think one of the challenges here, some of you that know Mark Miller and I, we do not get along at all.
Yeah, 24 hours ago we were asked to do this assignment, right, to create something for the Kinect. I wanted to create a doomsday device, a sentient doomsday device.
And I told him we need to use it to salvage the bunnies in the Washington forest for good.
Right.
I'm sick of you using the Kinect
And we just
powers
we
for
really
good.
never get along, and we don't agree on almost anything except one thing.
Well,
Right.
Juliet, Microsoft intern, joined our group.
Hi.
Juliet,
Are you the peacemaker?
Yeah, apparently we found something we can all agree on.
That's right.
we did
Which is?
fruit
Fruit
salad.
salad.
We love fruit salad.
Right. Maybe even an ambrosia.
Well,
You could put marshmallows in that.
I don't know. I'm still new to the whole
All
genre.
right. Stick with
Fruit
melons.
salad.
Okay. So your game is about fruit salad.
So
It is sort of, yeah.
I'm going
Okay.
to go over here and I'm going to open up the project. And
Okay. And who is going to be performing the demo?
She will. I'm going to scoot
We're going
over.
to step off over here. Juliet, you stand in front of the sensor there. And I don't even know if I want you to describe it as much as I just want
Can
to
I
see
stand
it.
by you, or do you want me to?
No, I want you to be very close to me.
I showered, even though I didn't
Stand
sleep.
right here.
Okay.
so this is our, I'm sorry, here, let me jump back.
Hold on, if you're going to be talking.
Oh, sorry. So this is our client application for fruitsaladlovers.com. This is our new website. We've been working on it the last 24 hours. We love it. And you can see there on the screen, we've got one of our data entry forms right there for entering
Okay.
recipes. Juliet's going to demonstrate how to actually change the color of that.
Okay, Juliet, do you want to take the mic? Are you going to be speaking as well?
No, I'll just be
All right.
going. So we have this form right now, it's sort of a banana yellow, but we wanted to change the color of the form.
Hold on, we got an error about initializing the Kinect because we just plugged that in. Let's see. see if
I told you if you even think about using it for evil, there's DLL errors, Miller.
So let's try let's try that one more time. Let's plug it in. Do we? Okay, yeah. So we're using. There we go. We've got a blinking light. Let's try one more time. See if we can get that up.
So we're going to open up our project in Visual Studio.
Okay.
Here it comes.
Here we
This
go.
is our fruitsaladlovers.com website.
Can't believe that domain name was available.
Well, I mean, we searched for a while.
Get it again. We got it again, Seth. Cannot initialize connect device. So
This is what I
I
told
think
Miller.
we're looking at it.
Right.
So,
Maybe
yeah.
we're looking
It's
at
probably all
restart the
his fault.
machine. Can I try that?
Yeah, you need to restart the machine, and
Yeah.
in the interim, let me just tell you about Mark Miller.
I think the audience would like to hear that. Let's tell directly the camera
Okay.
a little bit. Oh,
But you can't talk about like anything that's abnormally large, like above my shoulders. All right, you can't do that. Okay.
Like your pectoral?
okay, sure. They're
Commercial break. Cut to commercial break.
Thank you.
commercial break. We're going to let you guys assess the situation, determine if you're going to use your application for good or evil, and we're going to bring on the next team
Okay.
while you prep. But I still want to hear all about him.
Yeah,
I want the dirt, even if it's off camera.
it's
I know. I can imagine. All right. Joys of live programming, people. So they're going to just sort of figure out what's going on with their application, and let's bring up the next team. I didn't realize we had one more.
We did.
We do. Are you? There's two of you.
There's two of us.
All right. So what's your name and where are you from?
Hi, my name is Andy Smith.
Okay.
This is Danny Hines. We're representing Seattle University.
Nice. So you guys knew each other beforehand.
No, we just met.
Oh, and coincidentally, they put you together from Seattle University.
Correct.
Excellent. And what have you built for us?
We have built a door lock.
A door lock.
Yes. Yeah, opens a door to a party, as it turns out. We like access control. We were trying to think of different doors to lock and unlock and things we might unlock. And this is, well, what if the door was to a party? And so
I'd want to get in.
we use the Kinect. The software we're gonna do is gonna put us through a series of poses. To unlock the door, we have to each strike a pose in tandem,
Ooh, I love
both at
it.
the same time.
Okay.
We get told where our hands are gonna go and where our feet are gonna go. And once we've struck the pose, we get to move on to the second pose in a series of three.
Excellent.
We do all three poses.
Excellent. Are you two going to play together?
Yes.
Excellent. And are the poses going to be silly and mildly embarrassing for you?
Mildly embarrassing.
Yes.
And the idea is to be extremely embarrassing as we build a film strip of three poses, and those get transmitted into the party. So once
Excellent.
you're in through the door, there's
So
a
as
picture
soon
of
as
you.
you're in, you don't even have to put the lampshade on your head. You're already embarrassed.
You're already.
I love
Exactly.
it. I know. It just makes things easier.
Yeah.
It's just cleaner that way.
Exactly.
Get it over with.
Yeah. So,
And do you have a name for your...
not that we geeks go to many parties, but this is what we might imagine going to a cool party might
This
be
is
like.
what it would be like. All right.
Yeah.
You at home can be the judge. So I'm gonna step out of the way. Looks like he's just about ready to go. Okay. The light's blinking. It's like we're having a
Camera trouble.
bit of camera trouble. No fault of yours.
fault.
Purely fault of ours and Nick Fillingham personally.
You guys and cameras.
And is this an idea that you came up with, or?
No, we bounced ideas together. We went through about 3 or 4.
What were
and,
some of the
Daniel
rejected ideas?
rejected ideas. We were going to do, God, they were pretty bad, so I can't remember them.
You blocked them from your memory.
Exactly. But Danny works in physical security.
Okay.
He installs cameras, and he writes programs to examine security states
Installs like
across.
security cameras?
Installs, writes software for them.
Wow.
Troubleshoots them.
At
and,
like famous people's houses?
like Seattle University.
Whose
And,
houses have you installed cameras for?
Exactly. And I work in security at Microsoft.
You do?
So, yes, so we have security in common, and we started thinking locks. Well, what can we do with access control? What can we do with authorization?
Do you see this being the future of locks? Like I know a lot of us now, have the key cards, the RFID.
Yeah.
Do you someday see the actual metal and hardware being a thing of the past?
Yes, it was our first idea was to ask ourselves how could we get rid of the card key.
Yep.
Daniel wanted to do something with face recognition, and I wanted to simulate a security protocol. So So I said, okay, how about we simulate an NTLM, a challenge response sequence, where you share a secret with the system, and you use that secret, say, to basically to communicate with the system without really betraying any of the secret out in the open.
Right.
Then you add on that what we call a two-factor auth is pretty important at Microsoft. You want to have two-factor auth means you have something in your possession and you have something in your head. It's something you have and something you know. So what we were hoping in our first idea for the Kinect was to use facial recognition, because you have a face.
I do.
It's something you have, and something you know might be this shared secret. And the concept was to put a camera behind the glass door, and you could walk up to the camera would see your face, and it would take out the secret that's associated with your face, and you would begin a challenge response.
Great.
Yeah.
Did we get this up and running?
We did not.
We did not.
Okay.
All right. Well, I think we're actually running a little bit out of time, so we're going to go back to our previous demo and see if you guys can get this up. Otherwise, we'll hit you in the next round.
Perfect.
Because I have to see the positions. You've built it up.
It's
So you will get a turn.
It's a lot of fun.
All right. See what you guys can get working. And now
We brought our own.
the Brad boys with the fruit salad are back.
We had to bring our own Kinect because we toiled with it for like 24 hours. There's a special love, and I think it thought we were cheating on it when we put the other Kinect.
right,
and
probably.
So did you see that, Miller? I think it thought we were cheating.
It got
on it.
sensitive.
Yeah, I mean, that's something that you have to worry about.
Yeah, they're so touchy.
I did program some sentience into the software. My bad on that.
Yeah,
Right.
Okay.
All right, so let's get to it. So now, fruit salad, you've got a website. It's called fruitsaladlovers.com.
Right.
And are you going to customize it?
Yeah. So right now our form is this this banana yellow, and I'm going to change the color of the form. You can see our color picker that we've brought up, and we can change the color with motion control. So with my right hand here, I can control the U. So I'm just going to move that vertically up and down, change the color of the form, and then I can also change the opacity by moving horizontally. And then with my other hand here, I can move around. So this is just a nice way to explore a color space with motion control. But you know, I really, really like my fruit salad website, and I would like it to be the color of fruit. So
I got some fruit though. I
Thank
brought some.
goodness.
Okay.
yeah.
Thank goodness.
So let's make it the color of fruit. So I'm just gonna do a gesture and bring up the eyedropper control. So let's make it the color of this apple. So I'm going to just put the apple.
Oh,
right
put the
here.
red side.
So we've got like some nice yellows and
Maybe
some
she
nice
didn't like the
reds.
red side.
No,
Would you know what I'm saying?
she likes Granny Smith.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not everybody likes
So
red.
so we can choose red, and there you go.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Fruitsaladlovers.com, folks.
I'm assuming you could take this technology and use it for, you could incorporate it into Photoshop. You know, there's all sorts of uses. It's not just for fruit lovers.
We actually did something else too, because there were several gestures that I wanted to give Mark Miller during the evening.
Yes.
I made a gesture recognizer, and let me show you that.
I can't wait.
So let me shut this down, and let me bring up. Should I save the file? Is this the color? You don't like this one? No.
Yeah,
Okay.
I really am kind of one more of an orange.
Oh, you think? Oh, okay. So I'm gonna bring up
Or
this.
green screen green, maybe.
There is this cool.
I like a nice blueberry myself.
Really? Yeah,
Yeah.
blueberry would be good.
I like blueberry. I mean,
Start the application. We're running low on time, young
I'm
man.
clicking. Okay. So I'm gonna click this guy, and I'm gonna put him here, and I'm gonna tell everyone to scoot.
Okay, we're out of the way.
So let's do a gesture here that I wanted to do for Miller.
Sure.
So let me move my hand over here, and let me put it. I can't see the screen.
It says learn.
Can you move this?
You're almost there, bud.
There it is.
Glare.
You're just
Oh, there I am. Okay. So the first thing I need is I need to tell it, hey, you know what? I'm going to do the gesture with this hand because the finger is bigger on this one, the index finger.
Yeah.
Right, because we're number one. So once I do that, it should. Is it saying it picked a hand? Then I stand still. Is it blinking?
Yep, there you go. Now
Then
you're
I go
good.
up because that's the gesture that I was going to give Miller.
Uh-huh.
Did it stop?
It stopped.
Then
You
I
can
go in the
test
middle and I can test it.
it. Right about there.
There we go. So now I can just go boom and then keep trying until I get it right.
There you go. Now it's just recognized. You see in the upper left there where it says RH move? That's right hand move.
So let me go back. And let me save it. Save. And then let me go to default mode here. There we go. And so now when I'm here, I can do it again, and there it is.
It recognized it.
Yeah.
And you could program in all sorts of gestures.
And you know what? I was hoping he would recognize that gesture as well.
I have a feeling he knows what you mean.
And so does the sentient part of the program I wrote while you were sleeping.
Thank you guys so much. You're
We'll
awesome.
see you later.
We'll see you later. Very good, guys. All right, that's it for this section, but stay tuned because we're going to have more demos from the 24-hour code camp. But right now, we're going to send it back to Dan Fernandez.